Well, Kirby Sander. I don't think I've seen a teardown of one of these on YouTube. I'm sure I'm wrong. But I figured we'll go ahead and open it up and figure out how it ticks. So, here it is. This is the G6 Turbo Sander. According to the man who owns this channel, who knows literally anything and everything about Kirby's the walking encyclopedia, it's actually, this year marks its 40th anniversary. It was introduced in 1981 with the 1HD and has not changed since. So this is going to apply for the 1HD's Turbo Sander, the first heritage that is, all the way up to the Turbo Sander that comes with, the optional, these are optional, with the Avalier 2. All the same, haven't changed. Only difference being color. It's basically the Centria of Turbo Sanders. So we'll go ahead and open it up and see what makes it tick. My hypothesis, without having been in here, is this is, well, Kirby says it's an orbital sander, which means it goes like this. Instead of just going like this, back and forth, back and forth, back and forth, back and forth. I believe, and I'm sure my dad will correct me for this, but in the body shop, I believe these are referred to as jitterbugs. And either my dad or someone in the comments will correct me. So let's go ahead and open it up and have a look. This is kind of my dirty job sander. I'll get another one eventually, but this is the one I do everything with. I scrub my countertops with it. I work aluminum with it. I do everything with it. And I have my reasons for that. Turbine. Yeah, it's eccentric. It's eccentric. I can feel it. I can feel it. You can feel... See how that sort of finds its equilibrium there? How it's got an off center of gravity? Yeah, it's eccentric, and maybe I can turn that and we can see how it moves, maybe. Maybe if I just do it on the ground, it'll be more pronounced. Yeah, you can see how it wiggles. So, the reason I use this more than I use my, I've got a very expensive, nice Hutchins pneumatic sander, and it can be used wet. I've used this wet. It doesn't bug me at all. I've got a beater Kirby in the garage that does nothing but dirty jobs like this. I don't care about it. It won't bother me if it breaks or blows up or anything. It's not one of my good restorations. So, yeah, it does everything. And, I mean, if you're going to use it wet, don't put the dust shroud on, obviously. That's stupid. But, arguably me using it wet in the first place is stupid. Whatever. So here's the... Ooh, it's a two-piece turbine. That's a very long screw. It's probably connected to a drive down here somewhere, if I would imagine. Because I'll bet you I'm going to pull this off and there's going to be nothing... Oh. Hello, bearing. What is it? Oh, it's a skateboard bearing. Good on you, Kirby. That is a 608 size bearing. That's a skateboard bearing. Get them at your local Walmart. It's apparently where they got these because they're made in Taiwan. So, come on, there. Two more screws. We can see the air paths here where they lead into the turbine. One screw back here, one screw up here. Alert! There's another Yep, another skateboard bearing. Ooh, top. How convenient. I'm sure I would never have known. Uh, Here's the eccentric down here. You can see how if I turn it toward here, and if I turn it to you can see how it finds its equilibrium down there. Now we'll go ahead and pull this out. Maybe will it just... I don't want to drop any... No, just another bearing. That comes free. Little aluminum casting. Yeah, you can see the driver right there. If I turn it, you can see what I mean by it being eccentric. Here's the center hole. That's the center right there. This hole right here is the center. And so if I turn this, you can see how the mass of this driver, how there's other, there's more weight on this side than there is on this side and whatnot. And you can see how the hole itself, how this turns around the hole. There's another driver, the female end right here, and you can see how if I turn that, so it is indeed eccentric. That's neat. 1, 2, 3, 4 screws. And don't go to sleep. Thank you. There's this part here. You can see how it's kind of snapped together. I'm not going to bother taking that all the way apart. This isn't a componentization. It's just an autopsy. Here's the little locking thingamajigs, what that lock your sandpaper down or whatever you put in it down. Looks to me like it's just a pressed piece of spring steel sheet, maybe. Got some rust on it. I think I might have my brother sandblast these for me, and I'll cold glue them. Once again, another skateboard bearing right here. And then our 2 lock arms. The backing pad here is glued on. That's not replaceable. No bueno, Kirby. That's okay. And so yeah, that's pretty much everything there is to see in here. We'll go ahead and put it back together. Put my lock arms down where they go. In their little slots. These go like that. I don't think it really matters what direction this faces. Nah, no, it's symmetrical. It's fine. So I'll just put it like this. Little tip for everyone. Turn your screws backwards until they click. What that is, and anything threaded for that matter, before you tighten it, turn it backwards until it clicks. And what that does is it aligns your threads, and it prevents your threads from cross-threading and you ruining a hole. Please don't ask me how I know that. Don't torque down on plastic either. These don't need a hulking on. I'm just kind of letting them tell me when they want to stop. They're just snug. No need to ultra, tighten down on them. The eccentric, we'll put it back in. Make sure I align the male with the female. Okay, there we are. That's lined up. That's not going anywhere. I think I'll know when I go to use it again. Top, everything aligns this way. Bottom half of the turbine here. That isn't keyed at all, which is nice, so that can just slide on. This part and this part are keyed. They've only got one way they'll go on. Very nice idiot-proof design. We're lined up. There, you can really see the wiggle there. And that goes on like that. Top goes on. Just check them. And there you have it. Kirby Sander.